Okay, so we are live now, and hey everybody, if anyone is here, I mostly doubt anyone would be here, but still. So today I'm like in my old PC and I have installed some new operating system there because my new PC is not working, so I need to continue with TensorFlow and whole lot of deep learning stuff. So I thought why not install TensorFlow in my old PC. Okay, so So then I thought, why not live stream that? And I also haven't put any content, so it would be better. There would be some content for you also. And I'll also install TensorFlow. So let's do it. I'll share my screen. Okay. And we'll begin with TensorFlow installation. Okay, so before TensorFlow installation, let me just show you something. Like for the 5-6 month, I have not been active on YouTube. So what I've been doing. So let me just share my screen and I tell you what I have been doing within this month. Okay. Okay, can't we change the scene or screen share anything on the live? This OBS studio is not working properly. Ah, this is not good. I need to change something. Okay, just let me stop streaming and come again. Why things are not working? Okay, I can do it. I don't need to stop the live stream. Okay. Okay, let me just. So, I think many of you people know Ritesh Kanji. He's a famous guy. Like, he's a YouTuber. He has his own channel. Okay. So, he also has a website, or you can say it's startup or company, which is like augmented startup. Okay. So he basically develop courses and I work with him. We both collaborated and we develop a course on unit image segmentation. Okay. So within these months where I've been not active on YouTube, not putting any content, I was developing this course. So let me just give you a brief overview about the course. Okay. So what is there? So this course is mostly about unit. We have just describe what is unit and every other thing. So things you need to get started with the image segmentation. It's not really advanced. You can say you will learn a whole lot of things. You will learn your fundamentals, and if your fundamentals are good, then you can easily go with the advanced one. Okay. So we begin with some fundamentals in module 1. What is semantic segmentation? What is unit? Effectiveness of unit, architecture comparison, performance, and why unit. So just a basic about the unit. Next we have module 2. So where we have unit implementation. So here we'll read the research paper, then we implement the encoder block, then a decoder block, and then we implement our unit architecture. So this is the second module. In third module, we learn about the data set. So from where you can find the standard data set. If you cannot find any data set, what you're gonna do? You're gonna build your own data set. For that process, how you gonna find images, then how you gonna annotate them. Next comes the data management, like how to deal with faulty images. When you collect all the images, not all the images would be useful, so you need to check that these images are useful or not. Okay, that process would also be there. And finally, when your data set is done, it's clean, annotated, and everything is done, where you going to store it? Okay, so either you can store it in Google Drive or on Kaggle, places like this you can store. The next fourth module is about training. So first of all, we'll describe the overall process of training, then dataset pre-processing or processing, then data augmentation. So one of the important step when your data set is really low, like you have 10, 20, 30 images, in that case you can do data augmentation, especially to increase the size of your data set. If your data set is huge, then you can ignore it. Okay, next come the implementation of unit model, which we have already done. Then comes the main training part, and all this code is written in the Ubuntu operating system. So Windows guys can also use it. Just make sure your path is appropriate. Just a little path issue would be there between Ubuntu and the Windows environment. Next, the fifth module, that is inference. Here we load the model, then we load the test data set, then we predict the mask, and finally we evaluate the predicted mask. That is, we compare the predicted mask with the ground truth and calculate different metrics score, that is F1, mean IOU, precision, recall, and accuracy, and we also calculate FPS. In the sixth module, we have some advanced topic just to improve the unit. First is transfer learning. Okay, in transfer learning we have used ResNet 50 and MobileNet version 2. Then we have some attention mechanism which we have applied to unit for performance improvement. Then we have learned how can we convert the binary mask or any mask, especially the binary mask, which is fundamental, okay, to a bounding box like what we have in object detection. Next is unit for object detection. So this is about the module 6. After that comes some applications. So here we have 8 applications in total, where the first application is human image segmentation. Next we have background removal. So we have removed the background from human images. Here's the image and this is how it look after. Next we have blur background. Here we blur the background of some images to make them look good. Next we have face privacy blurring. So here we blur the face of the human object so that we cannot recognize the face. This is one of the application which we have built using unit. Fifth is hair color changer. So here we have again used the unit and we have changed the color of the human or woman, or you can also use it for men. It is not especially applied to any specific gender. You can use any image. Okay? Next is polyp segmentation. So this is one of my favorite topic when it comes to writing a research paper. So if you look at most of my paper, they are on polyp segmentation because I really love this topic. And the dataset which is used here is Caviciar-Seq, one of the most famous in this polyp segmentation. Next, we have cell nuclei segmentation. So this is also one of the dataset which I used in my task. Okay. Next and finally we have our brain tumor segmentation application. So here we took CT images, its respective this is the predicted mask, and then we overlay this predicted mask over the input image. Okay, so these are the 8 applications. So this is about the whole course which you're going to learn. Okay, and at the end you're going to get a certification which you can add it to your profile or your LinkedIn account, and this would really help. So this is Ritesh Kanji, founder of the YouTube channel Augmented Startup, and here comes a small introduction about me, and then the timeline of course, and after that the units, segmentation starter, and the pro course. So now if you don't want to pay, you can go for this free one. If you want to pay and learn more about it, then you can go for this pro course. So this pro course still less in price, so just take this offer as soon as possible. Okay, so you can see this is a timing 18 hours. So it's up to you. I'm not forcing you. It's up to you. You want to take it or not take it. So this is like what I've been doing in the meantime, okay, when I'm not putting any video on the YouTube, because this is like really intensive task where you have to do train model and does not work, there's some error, and every other whole lot of thing is there. Okay, that is why I haven't put any video. So today I thought, like, I'm trying to install TensorFlow in my new system, in my the new operating system. So I thought let's do a live stream, and I don't generally do live stream, and I don't think people would come because I don't do generally. So that is true. People don't come. Maybe they will watch it after, and that's also okay. If you watch it after, it's not a problem. The thing is that I want to share something, so here it would be good. I can speak freely here. There's no cut, no edit. I can easily speak here. So now let's continue with installing TensorFlow. So now when I see the website, they are now using Conda, and like this is really good. So let's begin with this. So here you can see install TensorFlow. Okay, so I'm having a GPU in my system. I think it's 1050 Ti. This is the smallest version I have in my old PC. Like my original PC, I have like 3090 I have, but the PC have some problem with the motherboard. So I've sent it there to the company, and they are like checking the board, and they're gonna send the PC back. So let's till the time I am installing building the environment in my old PC. So I can, till then I can work here because I need to continue working on my research paper. So one thing also, if you want to learn something about my research profile, I want to see it, want to have a look at the research paper, you can go to scholar.google. I think this is the website. Let's wait. Yeah, you can search Nikhil Kumar. Or I think you can even search it on Google. Let's see. Paste it. Okay, here you can see the top one is mine. Okay, we need to search for profile. I can directly show it here. Okay, so this one is me. And here you can see, you can directly find me through Google search. Like this feels really nice when you can search yourself on Google and you found it. Okay, let's try it in private window. Maybe it won't work here. Let's see. Okay, it work here. Even in the private or incognito, you can search. So I believe if someone write my name, complete name, Nikhil Kumar Tomar, will get my Google Scholar profile, and like that's really nice. So these are my papers which I have written till now. Some of them are really good, some of them are okay. So not all papers are really good. Okay, like this paper is an IEEE transaction on neural network and learning system. So this journal is like really nice. Its impact factor is 14.26. like this is really nice. And like one of my paper is also accepted in MICAI 2020 conference. Okay, it's 22, not 2020, it's 2022 conference this year. So that's like that's really nice this year. Good, one MICAI paper every year and you are done. Okay, so let's again, like we are missing our main thing, that is installing TensorFlow. So if you don't have a GPU, then it's really simple for you. You can simply say pip install TensorFlow. Okay, or here you can see for the CPU only build, use pip package named TensorFlow-CPU. So what we can do, just for that, what do you say, that this CPU can simply say pip install TensorFlow CPU. So you can simply say this. Okay, so one problem is there, this pip 3 is not installed. So let us install that first. It says sudo apt get install python 3 pip. It's popped now. It's my mistake. It should be either like this. Now it would work. See, there's some typing mistake. Actually, it's really kind of old system, so I'm using an old keyboard and old mouse, so they are not fitting properly on my fingers. You can simply write this and it will start installing. You can see that it will install. Let me just cut it out because I don't want to install TensorFlow CPU version. I'm gonna go with TensorFlow GPU version. So first of all, let's go through the hardware requirement. So first of all, you need a NVIDIA GPU card with CUDA architecture, and it should be 3.55 or like or higher. Like it should be higher than at least 3.5. So specifically, we need an NVIDIA GPU, and NVIDIA have really captured the market like in this. So there's no other GPU we can use. Like if AMD work on that or some and bring some library and collaborate with at least with PyTorch or Meta, and they can also develop their library to work with this AMD GPU, it would be really nice, because having only a single person, like they like this thing really set the price really high for the GPUs, because when I buy my 3090, like it's really high. Okay, so here you can see the GeForce enabled Q. So here you can find all the CUDA enabled GPU. So let me just open. Okay, so mine one is this, a GTX 3090. So it's 8.6. So these are the list of GPUs. So it says you need above 3.5. So you can say above 3.5. Okay, then 2.1 this. Okay, so at least above where is 3.5, 3.5. Okay, so you can easily find where is 3 point likes above this, but I say at least buy 1066 GB variant. Like this is, I don't think it's that expensive. Let me just search what is the price of 1060. Okay, I think at least you should invest in this 1060. It's 6 GB and it would really good for you. So it's $229. So how much that would be in Indian rupees? 229. So it's near about 18,254 rupees. That's like not that high. This is nice price. I can say you should go for the 6 GB, and if you go even on a low, then go with 1050 Ti 4 GB variant, but not less than that. Otherwise you will say your model is not fitting in the GPU. It's taking a lot of time. So first condition is this NVIDIA GPU card. Second, for GPU with unsupported CUDA architecture, this. Okay, package do not contain. Okay, so you need not to go for this. Simply just buy NVIDIA GPU with this architecture. Major thing is that. And next is your environment. I'm just, you can say I'm using an Ubuntu major, because this Kali Linux operating system is also based on Ubuntu. Then software requirement Python 3.7 to 3.10. So let me check what version of Python I am using. Okay, you can see 3.10.6. So I'm okay with that. The following NVIDIA software are only required for GPU support. First is this NVIDIA GPU driver, then CUDA toolkit, then CUDNN. Like installing these three things, especially the last two, are like headache. I really headache. Like I don't generally update TensorFlow, because to update that you need to update these CUDA library and CUDNN. Like updating them is another headache. So when I just have everything properly installed, I never change anything. I just copy paste, copy all the files, just save it somewhere in some backup, and again paste them, so that everything works fine. Because never mess up with CUDA files. It's like this is the thumb rule. But I think they have changed the things now with Conda, and I'm like really happy with that. Like they have just, so you can see, you can simply type this and it would work. And I'm like, this is amazing. Seriously, this is amazing. See, for GPU setup, what you need to do. See, you can skip this section if you run TensorFlow on the CPU. But if we have a GPU, so we need to go all of this. First, NVIDIA SMI, Okay, first we need to install NVIDIA GPU driver. So let us run this command. It works. So it don't work. So we need to install this. Okay, so I'm having a GeForce. It's 10 series. Where is 10 series? Here's 10 series. 1050. It's Ti or 1050 Ti. I think it's 1050 Ti. Just wait. Let me check the bill. Okay, so it's a 1050 Ti overclock edition. That's fine. So we're gonna go with 1050. Then Linux 64 production branch. This production. Let's see what comes. Okay, let's download it. Download. Okay, there's some run file. Now it starts to download. Let's wait. Just wait, wait, and wait. So let it wait. Okay, some more seconds. Okay, so this is completed. Now what we can do, we can run this file and see what happens. Okay, let's run this file. Okay, so if you guys want to say anything, just comment below, because this would not be a lot of people on the live. Okay, so let me go to the download, or not the download, just open the folder. Okay, so you can see this file. So I think to run this, we simply need to first say sudo ch mod, because we need to execute it, plus x, say plus x. I don't know what a plus, I know that plus x means execute, and I think a means all, everybody can execute. Now your password. Okay, let's now say NVIDIA. Okay, so it's working somehow. And here we can only wait, wait, and wait. So let's wait. Just, we cannot do anything. So let's wait and see. Okay, NVIDIA installer must be root. Okay, so these are mistakes. So we need to say NVIDIA. Now I think it would not show that error, because now we are the root. So I think when the live stream is over, like I want you guys to know like how this formal, how this like open way of video, is it nice or not? Otherwise I'll do more of such videos, like, because I'll start to put videos again. Okay, the no view kernel is currently used by system this driver is incompatible with and must be disabled before proceeding. Please and I know what this is. Let's do it. See, I'll show you what the problem is. So by default, when you install it in, you have installed this OS. So there's an NVIDIA GPU, so it would not work default show you the NVIDIA driver properly, because there's some issue with the NVIDIA GPU and I think Linux. Like these two things are not easily workable, like you need to go through some headache. So this is NV1 37 and we need to remove it. Let's search for some additional. Where are the additional devices and everything? Software up. Let me search it properly. Where can I check this GPU? So this thing need to be done like this. NV37 137. This need to be changed. Only then we can move forward. Otherwise, this video won't work. Can anybody help me with this? Okay, I need to search it on Google. Google help everyone. So let me. I'm going to change. What do we call? No. Where's the terminal? Oh, there is no. NVOEU, something like that, to NVIDIA. I think the Google would get it. It's Kali Linux. That is the name of the OS. Okay, here you can see the documentation. And I'm not gonna reboot it. This would be bad. I don't want to reboot it. Let's type this command for now and see what do we have. Okay, it shows we have NVIDIA, but there's something stupid going on. Because of this, it does not. It's some issue. Let's go through this entire thing if we see some. I think we can simply do this and things will be working. I think let's try to do it. Let's see if system fails or not. If fails, live streaming would be stopped automatically. And I think there would be a lot of issues if things fail here. Like always, remember some rule with Linux operating system and NVIDIA GPU, things got pretty mess. And like one more thing, you cannot mess with NVIDIA like CUDN and CUDA libraries when they're properly working. Don't touch them. If it's working, don't touch it. Just simple rule. Now again, we need to wait. I think this live stream would now go a bit longer. So let it be a bit longer. Okay, so it's still 3 minutes 55 seconds. So what can we do? We can just, I think we can only wait. We can't do anything about it. That is what it is. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take. That is what it is. It's gonna take time. Okay. I think I have selected the bad time for live stream. It would be in the afternoon or in the morning, but not this time, I think. Till then, let's see. What we need is that we type this command and this something should appear here, and I know what this is basically, it shows everything related to a GPU, your GPU fan, temperature, what GPU, what how much voltage it is consuming, like what it is consuming, how much memory it has, how much it is like every other thing it shows. So we just simply need, we type NVIDIA semi and it work. Magic. So let's see if this magic happens. It would be really good. Otherwise, otherwise we don't know. We just need to wait. Okay, what can we do till this time? Okay, so let's go again back to this. So what we need to do first, type this command, okay, just to verify that this is that the NVIDIA driver and everything else is installed. Okay, still 1.5 minutes. Then we need to run this command to install CUDA and CUDNN with Conda. Now, like before in TensorFlow, you need to specifically download these file and properly copy paste them, like these two, CUDA and CUDNN. So you need to download them, and their specific version need to be down. Like here, if it says 11.2, so you need to be specific with 11.2. Here it says 8.1, so just be specific with 8.1. Don't go with 8.0. You say 8.2 has come, let's go with 8.2. It would be much better. So don't do that, because it's gonna be another headache. You're gonna paste them and it won't run. You won't know why it is having error. Then we'll search Google and Stack Overflow. Then somewhere you get to know this, the version is not matching. So just be specific. There, when you manually do it's a really headache. It's a problem, because even I face difficulty. So I assume it take a perfect human being, a good, really good high IQ person. I'm not that high IQ while installing these two. I feel I'm stupid because I never touch them once they are done. Now I think with this Conda, it would be really helpful. Just type this command and they're done. And I think this is fantastic. This should be the what they should do from starting. Okay, so okay, things are done. Now it's installing. I think it would be done. It would not say this, do that, or every other thing. It would be done. So let's hope everything would be fine. Let's hope it's fine. It would not cause any issue, because sometime what happen is, like when you mess up with your like this and GPU, its driver, so it does not work. So what happen is your display can flicker, it won't come, or it can when you shut it down and start again, so it would stuck at the this login screen. It loop back. You put your password, you log in, you will feel it's logging, then it again come back to the same screen. And I don't know what the problem basically called, but it basically loop backs you to a login screen, and that is for a fantastic problem. Like I don't know what the solution for that problem is, because what I do, I just mess up more and I install whole Ubuntu again, because that is what you can do. Like Ubuntu is really good when you understand it, but if you mess up, then it's the worst. But still, I say it is better than Windows. Like in Windows, you have hardware issue. You need to pay it for good hardware. Then it would Linux or Ubuntu can even work with low hardware, okay, with really fine. And second thing is that Windows need antivirus software, and that antivirus software itself consume a lot of your resources. Okay, but in Linux, like it already can run on low hardware, and it don't also run software like antivirus, which would take your memory or things. Like that is nice thing. Okay, it's taking a lot of time to get it completed. We can only wait, we can't do anything else. Let's hope it won't. It's stuck at 45. Why, brother, why? Just get it till 100 and leave us. Okay, it's progressing, I think. Okay, this is really fast and I was like feeling really happy. Okay, go, just go, just go. Okay, 83, 89, it's gonna be till 100 and things are done. Yeah. Okay. Conflicting no view kernel module loaded. The free no view kernel is loaded. Yeah, and this would mess up. There's a chance that I mess up, and there's a chance that I did not mess up. So this would we would know after reboot. So I cannot reboot here, otherwise live stream would not be there. It would be gone. So we'll do everything without rebooting. So we don't reboot. No reboot. Everything is good. Okay, so this is done. That's best. What we need to do is simply type NVIDIA SML. Oh, see? Well, because it cannot communicate with NVIDIA driver. Make sure that latest drivers is installed and running. I need to go and come back again. That is what I need to do. Okay. Let's before that let's do one thing, setting and restore and I basically want to search. It should restore to let me just restart it for once. See if it works, then we will continue with live stream. Close this, close this, close this,